Well, here I am using a scraper to get the bowl back on center. Somehow when I put the bowl on the lathe, it was off center, which is not that hard to do. If you're off just by a little bit, got quite a bit of a wobble. I prefer the scraper over a bowl gouge for this. It's a stronger tool and it can take more off at a time, so that's my preference. Everybody's different. Anybody who lives around me, you're gotta love my I Love My Willie t-shirt. 95.1. Yeah, still at it. I was quite a bit off center. That happens though. All of that epoxy that I was trying to save on the outside of the bowl is now all over my arm. Starting to look like the abominable snowman. Using the scraper doing this too, it helps keep the bowl in line with where you want, in my opinion anyway. That's been my experience. So I'm just about done getting the bowl to where I want it to be. Yeah, there was just a couple little spots there. Got to clean the lathe up, of course. When I'm doing this, I never really know what the bowl's going to be until I get it fully on center, and it gives me an idea. So here I am starting on the bottom. I start out with a scraper. Not a good idea. I end up switching to a bowl gouge. I'll end up switching to the scraper after this. But when everything's just a tad off center, I find it easier to start out with a bowl gouge on the bottom. There's the scraper. I find that the scraper helps get out all the little lines that the bowl gouge puts in. There I am putting the line on for the tenant. Making sure that the hole is going to be big enough. It was not. I usually like to go at least 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit more for the tenant. That's me. Everybody has their own preference. Not gonna lie though, this bowl did fly off the lathe twice. But I had the angle wrong on the tenant, so that was my bad. So I thought I was just about done. Was getting all excited. Here I go about the sand. Oh, it fits. About the sand. Oh, give me a second. I forgot. Yep, forgot to put the hole in the center for the penny. Sorry, Grandma. I fixed it. There we go. Forgot to hit record. My bad. And here I am putting some Axe sanding paste on the bottom. Love that stuff. It's amazing. Been using it for years. It's awesome. I'll put the link down below. If anybody wants it, it's great. Yep, sanding away, sanding away. Now we're starting to polish. Shop towels, guys. They're amazing. I get mine at the dollar store. They work great. Alright, so now I have the bowl flipped back around. For some reason it was still a bit off center. I think I might need to readjust my lathe. It might be a little unlevel. Well, here I am about to look like the abominable snowman again. Good thing my smartwatch is blowout proof. So I have the bowl back on center again. now I'm just getting the shape that I want. It's like I said, I never know what it's going to be until it tells me what it wants to be. I do wish that I could have saved quite a bit of that epoxy on the outside, but I think it turned out alright. Just about finished with this part. Now I have the bowl flipped over so I can hollow out the inside. Obviously I'm going to start out with a bowl gouge and pretty much go with the bowl gouge the whole way through. Yep, had to switch camera positions. Hi, Phil. So normally I would put a bowl on the inside when I'm pouring the epoxy, but I didn't have a bowl small enough. So I ended up using shavings from my table saw as a binder and putting epoxy in with it. It saves some epoxy, but not much. Trying to clean the camera. Here I am trying to get the rough out of how thick I want the bowl to be. It usually ends up being thinner. Back with the bowl gouge. Like I said, I use the bowl gouge 99% of the time on the inside. So I prefer to use a smaller bowl gouge because it's easier to maneuver and you have less gouge out. That's my opinion. Other people might have a different opinion. But with woodworking, it's all about what works for you. So we're about, I'd say maybe a quarter of the way down, if that. You know, wood turning takes a while. As you're wood turning, you're constantly thinking about the next project. I'm even thinking about a next project now, as I'm dictating this. The next one that I'm thinking about is Kyle's bowl, which will be a red oak with metallic, a pearl, and black, because it's going to be for his nuts and bolts out in his garage. Now, as you can see, it's easier to go through the door, apparently, yelling at the dog. It's easier to go through the epoxy than it is to go through the wood. I had to sharpen my knives quite a bit just from going through the red oak. Well, we're about a third of the way down now, I'd say. Still using the bowl gouge. We're getting down past that table saw and epoxy binder. Hi, Ma. Yeah, Ma came to visit me. We're getting close. So I've gone down about 1.25 inches. I have about an inch and 7/8 to go. The whole bowl is about 3 inches with the tenon inside, which is probably at the most 1/4 inch. You never want to go too low, you know, when you're going on the inside. So we'll go about 1 inch and then go from there. Well, here I am finishing up, well, what you guys are going to see, because, yeah, I forgot to turn the camera on after this part. I went down about 3/4 inch. Had to go make dinner, and then, yeah, I forgot to hit record again. Oops. This is usually where I start working on the sides. Make sure that they're all smooth, in line. Everything's the same width with the line of the bowl, while trying to get the bottom down where I want it. Take 147. Well, so I did a boo-boo and accidentally deleted the whole second half of the video. Yeah, technology. So I'm just going to try to explain to you a little bit about what I did. I sanded it down until 600, and then did a wet sand on 600, which is a game changer. It polished up really nice just on the wet sand on 600, but then I used Axe sanding paste. I love Axe sanding paste. If you guys haven't tried it, try it. It's amazing. This is the bowl after Axe sanding paste. I didn't even put any polish on it or anything. That's it. And then can you imagine when I put polish on it? Yeah. There's a penny in the bottom. There you go, Graham. The penny. Whatever Grandma Rosie wants, Grandma gets. Yeah, I'm bad at these. So, bowl, tried to explain. Technology sucks. Other than that, all I gotta say is happy birthday, Amy. Today's my friend Amy's birthday. Of course, hi, Dan. And, for my friend Sherry, I'm gonna try to do captions on this. If I can't figure it out, then I'll just tell her and... Alright, guys, I don't know. That's all I got. I'm bad at this. Oh, wait, you want to see Phil? Come here, Phil. Come here, buddy. There's Mr. Phil. Say hi, bud. Say hi. No? Don't want to? Say hi, buddy. Say thanks, guys. Like us. Subscribe. Please. Really, bud? You want a Rito? No? You tired? Okay. There you go, buddy. Alright, so that's all I got guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm bad at this. One more thing, guys. I use Interstate Woodworks beeswax on my fingers when I'm sanding so that the sandpaper doesn't fly out of my hands. I also use it if I'm building a piece of furniture or a cutting board. It's amazing polish for, well, you know, wood. That's it right there. And I also want to tell you guys, none of these people know me. Obviously I have like 3, no, actually I think I have 1 subscriber. Thanks, Fago. They're just products that I like, that work well. So, anybody who's into woodworking, I highly recommend it. It's awesome. Yeah, still bad at this.